This sports presentation brought to you by D.E. Bondurant Grain Company, BTI, and G&L Health Mart. This sports presentation brought to you by...
This is Richard Brattle coming to you from Ness City High School, talking with the senior athletes for the winter season today. Who do we have up first here?
I'm Allison.
Allison, what's your last name, Allison?
Foos.
Foos?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. And what position do you play?
I'm a guard.
A guard, okay. And can you tell me about your personal goals or goals for your team this season?
I'm just trying to improve every day and make our team better.
Okay, good answer. And how about plans after high school?
I'm going to go to Tabor College and go into social work.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thanks for coming out today.
Yep.
Next up, who do we have here?
I'm Tiana Epperson.
Tiana Epperson. And what position do you play?
I'm a post.
Post, okay. And how about goals for yourself, goals for the team this year?
I think it's a really coming together year for our team, and a goal for me is just to get better every day.
Okay, fantastic. And how about plans after high school?
I've signed for track at Fort Hays, so I'll be doing that and studying radiology.
Very exciting. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Next up, who do we have?
Jenna Worth.
Jenna Worth. And what position do you play?
I'm a guard.
A guard. Your teammates said that it was a coming together year for you guys. Can you tell me how does it feel like you guys are doing this season?
I feel like we're growing together more, and it's a lot better than we were last year, so making progress.
Okay. And how about any personal goals or goals for your team?
Just like what they said, to get better every day in practice.
Okay, great. How about plans after high school?
The plan is to attend Fort Hays and study sports therapy.
Very cool. Well, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
All right, next up we have boys basketball. Who do we have first?
I'm Chris Liggett.
How do you say your last name?
Liggett.
Liggett, Chris Liggett. Nice to meet you. And what position do you play?
I'm a guard.
A guard, okay. And how do you feel about your team this year?
I feel we got a solid team that can make a deep run.
Okay, fantastic. Any personal goals or goals for the team?
Personal goals and goals for the team are the same. Just keep working, get better every day.
Okay, good answers. How about plans after high school?
Haven't decided the college, but I will be going into journalism.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
Next up, who do we have here?
Clay Beitler.
Clay Beitler?
Yep.
Nice to meet you. And what position do you play?
I'm a combo guard and post.
Okay. Would you mimic what your teammates said? Do you feel about the same about your team this year?
Yep, I just kind of take it game by game, not really think about the long run, but we won a state championship this year.
Awesome. Good deal.
Yep.
How about any personal goals or goals for your team this year?
I just kind of want to work every day at practice and just develop my game.
Fantastic. How about plans for after high school?
I plan on going to Kansas State University to study finance or marketing.
All right. Well, good for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, awesome sweatshirt, man.
Thank you.
What's your name?
John Fawnensteel.
John Fawnensteel. What position do you play?
I play point guard.
Point guard. I know that I said I wasn't going to ask this question, but how do you feel confident as the point guard?
Yeah, I do. I take a lot of, confidence in leading the team and getting everything set up and making sure things are running the right way out on the court. So.
That's good. That's what you would want to expect from a point guard. So good. How about goals for yourself or goals for your team this year?
I'd say they're the same. I mean, I think we have the tools for a state championship, and I think that's where we all want to be at the end of the year. So yeah.
Awesome. Good answers. How about plans after high school?
I haven't decided on a college yet, but I will be playing college basketball and hopefully becoming a physician's assistant after that. So.
Awesome. It sounds like everybody really kind of has it together as far as what they want to do or what they have goals for this year. So that's great. I like the good answers for sure. Well, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Next up, who do we have? Another awesome sweater here.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Angel Guzman.
Angel Guzman. And what position do you play?
I play guard.
Guard. And would you say that you feel about the same, as your, not that you would say anything negative about your team in front of everybody or on camera, but do you feel about the same about your team this year?
Ultimate goals, state and then make it all the way and win a state championship. So.
Good deal. Fantastic. And how about plans for after high school?
After high school, I plan to attend Fort Hays, and my major is still undecided. So.
There's nothing wrong with that. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Next up.
Cade Declan.
Cade Steckland?
Yeah, Declan.
Steckline, okay. And what position do you play?
Point guard.
Point guard, okay. Do you feel as confident as your teammate in that position?
Yes, I do. He's a great leader, and we got all 5 great leaders here, and plan on going big this year.
I can tell you guys have that camaraderie. You have that sort of that bond with your teammates that you would think would come easily with any team, but it really does kind of. I have to admit, it does kind of stand out with you guys. I think that's pretty cool. Do you have any goals for your team or goals for yourself this year?
Just to make it all the way.
Okay.
We got the players to do it and the talent. So.
Fantastic, good answers. And how about plans for after high school?
I don't have any college in mind yet, but I plan to be a lineman.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thanks for coming out.
Yep, thank you.
Next up, who do we have here?
Andreas Rios.
Andreas Rios.
Yes.
And what position do you play?
I play the 4 and 5.
Okay, fantastic. And how do you feel about your team this year?
I think we're pretty confident. I think we have the right tools and to get that state championship.
I'm glad you guys have not lost your confidence from last year. I asked that question to each of you over and over and over again, and you were like, trust us, we're confident.
Oh, yeah.
So that's good. Goals for your team or personal goals this year?
Personal goal, I think I like to average a double-double. Last year, I think I was around there, and just it's team goals, state championship.
Okay, good answer. And how about plans for after high school?
I'll be attending Fort Hays for criminal justice.
Very cool. I remember that. You told me that last time. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. All right, well, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, next up, who do we have here?
Landon Reinhardt.
Landon Reinhardt, and what position do you play?
I run the 5.
Okay, and how do you feel about your team this year?
Again, like the rest of them, I'm confident, and I just know that we have what it takes to go all the way.
Okay, that's good. I really like that you guys all have your sights set on this national. It's not just improve and be better. That's good, but it's nice that you have your eyes set on what you want, which is that championship. So that's great. Do you have any goals for yourself or goals for the team this year?
Personally, no. I'm more of a team guy, but I think that winning every game, one game at a time, is a big goal of ours.
Okay, fantastic. And how about plans for after high school?
I'm undecided on where I'm going yet, but I'd like to pursue broadcasting journalism.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks for coming out and talking with me.
Thank you.
And last but not least, who do we have?
Dayton Copeland.
Dayton Copeland. And what position do you play?
Post.
Post. How do you feel being the last one? How do you feel, general confidence about your team this year?
I think they're good. We just have to keep working.
Okay, great. And how about do you have any personal goals for yourself, goals for your team?
Just keep working and have fun.
Keep working. Yeah, that's good. Well said. And how about plans for after high school?
My plans to go to Beloit NCK Tech.
Okay, all right. So that sounds good. Well, thanks again for coming out.
Thank you.
This is Richard Vrattle coming to you from Ness City High School.
This sports presentation brought to you by D.E. Bondurant Grain Company, BTI, and G&L Health Mart. This sports presentation brought to you by